I don't have a type. No, I transparently don't have a type. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. If I want to get to know you, I will. If I don't want to get to know you, I won't. That humans are aliens? Like I believe the theory that like Earth is an experiment. Like we're the aliens. And like we're the experiment to see like if we would fuck everything up by the way that we live sustainably. Because like if you actually put it in perspective, like humans have fucked up everything, like literally everything. Animals have been chilling. Aliens, Lord knows what they're up to, but they sound like they're chilling out there. So that's that's a conspiracy theory I think exists, is that humans are aliens.
So you think that we come from different planets and we came here?
I think parallel universe us exists. Like I think parallel universe versions of us exist.
Okay, well, why,
I believe that.
why do you think that?
Why? Because one, you're heavily influenced by the universe, and the Earth is influenced and controlled by the universe, and two, you're built up of so many different things. You have so many different like passions and like, you know, like skills and talents and things like that. So it's like you have that option as humans to like explore so many different things that you're capable of, that I think your parallel universe is like in control of. So like those people who are like more intellectual, it's like your more intellectual parallel universe version of you is like your truest self on Earth.
Interesting. I don't think I'm smart.
No, I wouldn't consider myself a ride or die chick. One, because that shit is very played out. I personally find so. And two, personally, I don't find sticking out is like always a need or a must to show how much you love somebody or how much you support them. Sometimes leaving them alone, sometimes giving them space, sometimes giving them that opportunity to grow as an individual is actually being like supportive, is actually being ride or die, is being loyal, you know? And I believe in loyalty, and I don't think loyalty has to do with active interaction and connection. Loyalty just means like my heart and, you know, my, I guess, like pride and my joy and things like that, like stay with you always, you know, like I'll always wish the best for you, but I don't owe you my active self. I'm willing to stay as long as it's not affecting my growth. So once it starts in a negative way affecting my growth as a human and there's no understanding towards it, that's when basically emotional support, when there's no emotional support on your end as being a supportive partner towards your partner, that's when it could get to the point where you don't really want to stick around, and I personally wouldn't want to. I would honestly have to give it to New York. Like, New York's been going off. They've been doing really well for themselves, and like all the little catchy bangers, you know, come from there. They're very influential as a state and as a city, like as a city themselves. Their boroughs are influential. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be transparent, and I'd have to say New York.
Really?
Yeah.
In the world?
Yeah, they're heavily influential. Okay, aside from London, like aside from England, UK, I'd have to give it to New York because them two are one, heavily influential on Toronto scene. Toronto scene is built up off of Euro scene and New York scene, you know, and then at that, LA West Coast is their own type style. So I'd have to give it, like, for myself personally, me in Canada, in Ottawa, I would say New York. It's really, really random, but New Orleans. I would go to NOLA. I would go down there. Why? Because the food is amazing. The experience looks so fun, and there's just so much to do. And then outside of just like that, like Bourbon Street lifestyle, just I personally like country lifestyle. So I would find that fun too, to want to get to like see that side. So I would go to New Orleans. I'm trying to get those drinks, you know, those like those tall ass drinks that everyone be walking around on Bourbon Street with. Like those things look so good. Would want to interact with?
Yeah.
Okay. A celebrity I would like to interact with or like hang out with. Kalani, SZA, or Summer Walker. I would love to hang out with one of the three, or all three, or two of the three. I have, I think, 21 tattoos. I can't be certain. It's somewhere between 19 and 21. That's all I know. It's an uneven number and it bothers me a lot, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get my hand tattooed so I can make it even. But the reason why I like connect so heavily to tattoos themselves and just like the art itself is because I was raised by people who were covered in tattoos. So I always was curious, like, what are those and what are they for and what do they mean? So my mom would always tell me, you know, like, oh, these are tattoos, you know, these are your initials, you know, for you and your siblings because I love you guys, you know. And for me, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, you can go and get art done on your body that'll stay on yourself forever, that could represent something. And like, I was 7 when I first understood this concept of tattoos, and I was like maybe 10 when I started thinking about like what I wanted to do with tattoos. And then at 16, did my back, cool. And my mom encouraged me though from then to like keep on doing them if I wanted to, you know, like she never knocked me from stopping. She saw it as like an expression. She saw it as me like, you know, expressing myself and also representing myself. So it was that to begin with. And then going forward as I got older, it became like transparently like a sense of therapy. I honestly like enjoyed it because if I was having, you know, like a tough time or whatever the case may be, I would book a tattoo, go get a tattoo. Physically, it'd make me feel like, you know, peak amounts of pain that I would forget about whatever I was worried about. And then I'd have this pretty tattoo on me and I'd like love it so much and like enjoy it. And it would bring me back to something more positive, you know, more family oriented, more of like what I want to be connected to, which made me want to keep doing it. Yeah. Yes. I think for as dark as it may seem and as bad as it may seem, potentially, depending on your perspective and how open-minded you are towards my answer on this, I think losing somebody is what can teach you, you know, how much you value anything in general in life. You know, just losing anything is what makes me, losing things. I've lost like people, things, objects, money, you know, anything. Just losing anything is what makes me realize things. And it just brings you back to like your reality and shows you like how much more appreciative you have to be towards just whatever it is that's brought forward. Yeah. Gang shit, like, and I don't want to hear none of this Tory shit, please. Meg. Not even because of that Tory shit. Honestly, if you knew anything about her as an artist before that, she lost her mother. So as an artist, like gang shit, like she was up, you know, doing a little thing.
I think she lost her grandmother at the same time.
But she lost her family.
Within the same month.
So I honestly and truly, very, very honestly and truly, like, Meg Thee Stallion is somebody I would hug and like swap energy with, like, honestly and truly, because she's a creative artist. Like, she's really good at what she fucking does. She's an entertainer, you know, she holds it down. But she, you know, she's really transparent towards her fans about like the hardships that she has. So like personally, I see it deeper than her just being a creative. Like, she lost her mom, she lost her grandma, she lost a lot while gaining a lot. So it's like, as her fan, like, you gained a lot, but fuck, I see more that you lost. So I would give her a hug. Comfortable? That sounds like a really flat out ask, like, answer, like a really, really flat out answer, but comfortable. And I mean that from looks to finances to, you know, whatever it is. Honestly, them being comfortable, because I've learned that, like, honestly, as long as a man is comfortable with themselves, you'll love them no matter what it is, whether they're uncomfortable, comfortable, unhappy, happy. As long as y'all are comfortable, shit, I'll love you the same way. I can't really say, like, I would like a man if you were, you know, so on and so forth. Like, and it sounds stupid to say out loud, like, oh, I don't have a specific kind of guy I like, but I really don't. I don't.
So you don't have a type?
I don't have a type. No, I transparently don't have a type. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. If I want to get to know you, I will. If I don't want to get to know you, I won't.